guys with some tales to share. John and Dan Unscripted.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to John and Dan Unscripted. I'm John.
And of course, I'm Dan. How are you guys doing this morning?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you, Dan?
I'm doing great.
How are all of you out there in TV land doing? I have to start the show by saying, you know what, you guys?
Yep.
It's 4 a.m. here in Nova Scotia.
It is.
Dan and I are a little tired.
It's butt cold.
So just hang with us here. This is going to be a great show because we have a special guest coming up towards the end of the show.
Yes, we do.
But before we get to that, let's do what our typical stuff is. Dan, do you go first on this one or is it me? I think it's you, man, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. My last song, it was Jungle Love by Steve Miller.
Yeah.
Steve Miller Band, released in 1977 off the Book of Dreams album. Great album.
I used to really like Steve Miller Band.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
Not so much so anymore. I don't know.
no, you grew out of it.
Like 3 chords and, you know.
Yeah. Well, the song hit number 23 in the top 100.
Well, that's pretty good, I guess.
Better than I did.
Better than me, too? Yeah. My last song was I don't know if it was a one-hit wonder or not, but a group called Ace, 1974.
Yes, I remember them well.
How Long?
Love it.
Yeah. Now, interesting enough, most people think it's a love song. It's a romantic song about infidelity, but it really wasn't. It was one bandmate discovering that another bandmate was sneaking around with another band. So how long's this been going on? That's what that song's about.
That's a good story.
Yeah, I made it up. Not actually, it's really true. It's at least what I Googled is what it said.
Yeah, well, geez.
Google's my friend.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that now that you're working on that.
Yeah, thanks.
Good. Doing a little research, are you?
A little bit. So, Dan, you got a song for our viewers for this week?
I do.
What
I have
you
a
got?
great song, and if you don't recognize it, it's multi-generational.
Okay, let's listen to it.
All right. I think that's about enough right there.
I think that's plenty, don't you?
All you need is the drum beat.
I know that one.
Just a couple of notes.
That one's so classic, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's one of their biggest hits.
Like I said, multi-generational. I mean, it just goes.
Right.
When I heard it in the 70s, it's like, oh, it's already been a hit, when it was released.
I can't help but think of a movie starring Robin Williams, and that song was in there. I think. Yeah, we won't say.
Was that on Good Morning Vietnam? That's the only thing I could think of.
Nah, we'll talk about it after we release what the actual song was.
Oh.
So people can guess. I don't want to give it away. So here's my song, guys. Tell me if you know this one.
A little too much cowbell there. Hey, you're going to get us flagged, John.
You can never have too much cowbell.
That's going to get us flagged for sure.
I love my
It was a
cowbell.
little too long
Had
there.
to do it. So
Yeah.
if you know what that song is,
Well, they won't be able to hear the
You're
song because
above
they're going to
average.
flag the video now.
no, it's good. It's good to go.
All I have to say is you didn't have enough cowbell in
It's
that one.
parody. Parody's allowed to do that.
Oh, is it? It's for educational purposes.
That's my understanding.
Just get out of it that way.
Yeah. So, hey,
That was good, John.
Dan, my last movie, clue was a day British butler helps his tippling master who's love with the waitress.
Did you mean a dry British? You said day.
No, well, my glasses are fogging up here.
Well, I got mine fixed, and they're working great.
I guess I need some LASIK surgery. A dry British butler helps his tippling master choose love with the waitress or marriage for money.
Great movie. The first one I loved.
What was it?
I didn't like the remake.
No.
It was Arthur.
Yeah. 1981 Arthur starring Dudley
1981.
Moore, Liza Minnelli,
Yeah.
Barney Martin, who's better known probably as Jerry Seinfeld's dad in the series.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And
Man, you are on top of it.
and of course the butler, he was John Gielgud.
I think we should just make it the John Show. And then there's a guy named Dan.
And of course,
He comes in every once in a while.
the music by Christopher Cross, who didn't like Christopher Cross back then?
I did.
You did like him?
I didn't know anybody that didn't like him.
Me neither. But that's
And then
my,
all of a sudden he just
my old
dropped
song.
off the planet. What the heck's up with that?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but
Much fame and fortune, huh? Too much, too fast.
That's right.
Well, my movie was a Maverick teacher returns in 1959 to a prestigious New England boys boarding school where he was once a star student using poetry. My glasses aren't working.
It must be Nova Scotia's early morning.
Did you get it from at least that clue?
Well, yeah, I think I know. What it is. I remember
using
it.
poetry and embolden his pupils to new heights and self-expression.
Was it starring Robin Williams?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, but it wasn't Good Morning Vietnam.
No, it was not.
Yeah, I know what it was though.
What?
I didn't really like that movie very well, to be honest. Dead Poets
Well, it was a
Society.
solemn movie. Yeah, it was one of his first dramatic roles.
Yeah.
He did a lot of really brilliant dramatic roles in his career.
He was a genius.
He was.
Yeah, he was groundbreaking in what he did.
Yes, he did.
So here's a clue for this week's movie from me.
Yep.
Here it is. An astronaut and crew land on Altair, I think it's pronounced Altair 4, and find a mad doctor, his daughter, and Robbie the robot.
Are you serious?
Do you know what it is?
I do, but no one's going to guess that.
Yeah, they will. Anybody like 60 plus should know this. It's an older movie.
I don't think so.
I bet you they do. I want you guys to comment and prove Dan wrong that you know what that movie is.
Put it in the comments down below.
Please do. What's your movie, Dan?
Make me look like a fool. Sure. After investigating a mysterious transmission of unknown origin, the crew of a commercial spacecraft encounters a deadly life form.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
You ready?
Yeah, real quick.
This might go by pretty quick.
I hope so.
After investigating a mysterious transmission of unknown origin, the crew of a commercial spacecraft encounters a deadly life form.
I'm not sure, but I have a guess. I won't say it, of course.
Okay,
but
good.
I
well, keep it to yourself.
Yeah,
but you guys put it in the comments. John will send you a mug.
I'll send him your mug.
Send him my mug.
All right.
I got a great mug.
Hey,
on the John and Dan show right there.
Dan, do you know what it's time for?
Oh, yeah, it is. It is time. I love this part.
Isn't it fun?
Yes.
And it's factual.
Yes.
It's fun facts.
It is. It's time for fun facts.
All right. I got a fun fact for you.
Yeah, go.
I'll try to condense this because it's a little bit long.
Okay, that's all right.
You know, in today's
got
political climate in this country, in the United States of America, there's been a lot of talk about Texas.
Especially in Nova Scotia out here.
And Nova Scotia.
No one lives.
California, other states that are what they're calling redistricting, otherwise known as gerrymandering.
Okay.
What?
I thought we weren't getting political.
Well, we're not.
Okay.
This isn't really political. This is more semantics, or not semantics, but proper pronunciation.
Subliminal.
I got to tell you,
messages.
It is everybody, and I've only seen one person who has said this correctly. It is not gerrymandering. It is gerrymandering.
Gary, like the
gerrymandering. Well,
like
it's called gerrymandering because the first redistricting issue came in 1812.
Is his name Jerry?
His name was Gary. He was
Gary.
At one point. His name's Elbridge Gary.
Oh,
he was. It's not Jerry. It's Gary.
Is it Gary?
Gerry, pronounced.
Oh, like the clothing line.
Pronounced Gary. It was. And the Mandarin part is a short expression of a salamander, because the district in Massachusetts that he was redistricting looked like a salamander.
Oh.
So they went with gerrymandering, and over the years, it got mispronounced to Jerry. So when you hear NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, CNN, whomever say gerrymandering, write them a letter. Tell them they're wrong. It is gerrymandering, because his descendants, like his great-great-grandchildren now, have spoken up about this, saying, our name's not Jerry, it's Gary.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. And by the way,
it's really interesting as well.
Elbridge was vice president under...
Well, you just must have been bored last night. You got all kinds of good
He was
stuff.
vice president under James Madison.
You go.
Yeah, but he was the governor of Massachusetts when this redistricting gerrymandering happened. And I want you all to write your U.S. House of Representatives, your senators, whomever all, who is saying it wrong. Gerrymandering.
Let them know.
Not gerrymandering. Just
right.
remember that. That's my fun fact for you guys.
That's a pretty fun fact.
I hope you're a little bit smarter today as a result of that.
Okay, well, there's the show, folks. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll talk to you next time.
No, wait a minute. You got a fun fact, don't you?
Oh, yeah, but it doesn't pale in comparison to yours.
Well, let's give it a shot.
All right. How long do dogs live, John?
Well, it depends on the
typically.
breed and
Typically.
all kinds of conditions. But
Yeah, sure,
from
on average.
8 to 18 years.
8 to 18 years.
Yeah.
The dog that is documented to live the longest lived to almost 30 years old.
Wow.
30 years.
What a grump he must have been.
Oh, he's a great dog. He's an Australian Shepherd in Australia named Bluey. He was an Australian,
All right.
an Aussie.
Shout out to all of our Australian friends.
That's right. Can you believe that? 30 years.
That's amazing.
God, I hope I make it to 30.
Well, I hope
I barely made it to 25.
I hope my dogs live longer than, 10, 12 years. That's just way too short for our pups.
Oh, they're going to live 30 for sure.
No, they won't. But
Ginger and
I don't want to.
lovely Lucy.
I don't want to talk about it because I'll start crying.
All right. We don't want you to well up on air.
Right.
I got to give you some Kleenex and cry on my shoulder and the whole bit.
There you go. So, Dan, we've got a special guest here with us today.
That's what you said. I'm excited to
It's
meet this
Mr.
person.
Pat Hume.
No.
He is Sacramento County's District 5
Supervisor. I
That's
thought
right.
that.
Hi, Pat. Welcome.
Welcome
good morning.
to the John and Dan podcast.
Happy to be here.
Oh, glad to have you. Now, Pat, we understand you grew up in Elk Grove, so you're a local guy. You went to Kerr Middle High School.
Yes, sir.
Then you went on to, where? Jesuit High School.
Jesuit, yep.
Okay. And moved down to San Diego to get your college degrees.
Yes, sir.
And you did your undergraduate as well as your graduate degree down there?
No, I actually did my undergraduate at San Diego. I didn't go back and get my master's until I was in my 40s.
Okay.
From Claremont, Lincoln.
Okay.
Okay. And your father served in the Air Force.
He did?
He was a
grandfather-
pilot in the Air Force.
Your grandfather was the city manager in Chico for like 2 decades.
That's right, 20 years.
I lived in Chico. I went to school in Chico.
Oh, is that right?
So we have that in common
Chico
too.
State.
Chico's a great place.
You're a wildcat, so is my wife.
Well,
Yeah.
oh, is she? Okay.
Yeah, she's actually a double wildcat, Sonora High School and then Chico.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
What else would you like to tell us about your early years, your upbringing, and why you are so tied into this community and you felt you needed to be a county supervisor?
Sure. So I actually am not a native son. I grew here. I came here in when I was 5. My dad passed away active duty in the Air Force. My mom's family had been living in Elk Grove since World War II, and so we moved here to be near to them. And grew up here. I was in the first grade at Markoffer Elementary. I had to be bussed out to Franklin to go to kindergarten. Then I went to Kerr, and then actually my cousin was going to St. Francis at the time. She said, "You should go to Jesuit. I'll be at St. Francis. That'll be so much fun." So I interviewed, got into Jesuit, and then St. Francis suggested that she pursue academic pursuits elsewhere. And so I was a Jesuit and had a great experience there.
Sounds like there's a story there.
There's a lot of stories there. Yeah.
Any that you want to share?
No, I mean,
okay.
she'd tell you she had a rough childhood. Her mom
Keep
passed
the
away.
family harmony. Exactly.
So her mom passed away at a young age.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a little bit in common.
Yeah, exactly.
That's neat.
Yeah. And so anyway, very connected to the community. My grandfather was on the school board for 20 years, involved in the chamber, involved in Rotary. And so I had I kind of dinner table conversation in my house was not normal for kids. And so I've got institutional memory that guys my age shouldn't have. And anyway, so then I got appointed to the Planning Commission in Elk Grove after incorporation. Did that for about 6 years. And I just saw kind of the way that Elk Grove was growing and the attitude that was coming out of City Hall, and it didn't comport with what I thought Elk Grove was. And so it was the first of many situations where it's a, put up or shut up. And so I ran for city council in 2006, defeated the then sitting mayor, and that started a 16-year journey on the city council.
Snowballed.
Yeah.
A wonderful career.
It was kind of falling into it, happenstance, if you will. And then when Don Natoli announced he was retiring, I saw the people that were lining up wanting to take the job, and I thought they all want the position and they don't want the job. and I thought we deserved better than that. I knew Don, I knew his predecessor, Toby Johnson, both just first-class gentlemen. And so, again, put up or shut up. And so I threw my hat in the ring. It was a very contested election, and here we are 3 years later.
Well, you grew up there, so that's real personal for you. It sounds like you're passionate about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, can you tell us the connection, the emotional connection, the personal connection that you have with the community? And, it's not like you just flew in and decided to run for office. You have a connection, and that sounds like it means a lot to you.
It does. Elk Grove's a pretty special place. South County's a pretty special place. Grew up here, obviously grew up going down into the Delta. Lived in Elk Grove, worked in Galt, and had a lot of friends out here in Wilton. And so, just had very good familiarity, really respect the people, and figured, I could make a difference. I like local government because it affects people's daily quality of life. Right. I'm not wonking policy under a dome somewhere. And
so you saw a direct impact that you could have on the community where you grew up.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful.
Pat, what does a county supervisor actually do? What are your main duties, and what communities are within your district?
Sure. That's a great question. It's actually one I got asked on the campaign trail. That really would be the first thing they'd ask. I'd hand them the pamphlet. I'd say, hey, my name's Pat Hume. I'm running for county supervisor. And they go, what's a county supervisor? And so, a lot of people don't know what it is, but essentially it is like the city council for an entire county. So everything for the county of Sacramento, everything that the city does, the county also does, as far as provision of police and roads and garbage and land use planning, all of those types of things. And then in addition to that, when in the state of California, counties are also the social services arm of the state. And
right.
So all of your support network programs, your entitlement programs, behavioral health, mental health, child protective services, adult protective services, the jail, the airports, probation, all of this get run through the county. So it's everything that a city does and more.
Cool.
And then the communities I represent are part of Rancho Cordova, Elk Grove, Galt, the Delta, and all of the southeastern unincorporated part of Sacramento County.
That's a big area.
It's huge, 650 square miles.
Wow.
Jeez.
I hope you have a car. You don't have to walk all that, right?
I don't, but it's about an hour and 45 minutes from the northern boundary down to the apex of the Antioch Bridge is the southern tip of my...
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, out here in Wilton, a big topic is the water quality, because a lot of us are on septic. And we're wondering about the public water that it comes into the community. They've talked about that and hooking up to our water supply and everything. Do you deal with any challenges with regards to water quality, or what's going to happen in the future with regards to public water hooking up to that and charging people for it?
Absolutely. I mean, Mark Twain was not wrong when he said that whiskey's for drinking and water's for fighting over.
That's right.
And so I deal with it actually on several different fronts. Right here in your backyard, you have the Cosumnes River, which my first day in office inundated the southern Sacramento County in a pretty large flood, cost 3 people their lives.
Yeah.
So I've been working a lot on that as far as for flood control and attenuation, groundwater recharge. Then also I have the Delta as part of my district, so I've been fighting the plan to build a big tunnel to stick another large straw in the Delta and take out a bunch of farmland. And then with respect to your specific answer, so there is a minimum separation between a well and a septic, and that sort of guides parcel sizes.
Yeah.
And then in addition to that, Sacramento County has a provision that essentially we will not develop to a density in a rural area of more than one house per 5 acres. So AR5 minimum, which allows for that well and septic. And then on top of that, you have the new Sustainable Groundwater Management Agencies, SGMA, that create different groundwater sustainability agencies that are monitoring the level of the wells. And the whole goal is to stay at or above the 2015 groundwater table.
Well, that was going to be my next question on the amounts of water, the supply of our aquifer. So it's adequate to your knowledge right now, or do we see drought years ahead?
Well, I don't have a crystal ball relative to the drought years. Surely that runs in cycles. But actually where we are right now, which is the Cosumnes groundwater basin, It is the only groundwater basin in Sacramento County that has a projected overdraft. And so it's about 10,000 cubic feet per year acre feet per year that we overdraft. We use more water than the groundwater table recharges. So that's a significant issue. And I've been working on that with the Cosumnes Groundwater Authority. They're enacted some fees. Since you mentioned paying for your water, they enacted some fees.
Right.
To go on residential wells, but then also on per acre irrigated farmland. The idea being anybody that's pulling water out of the ground should be paying for projects that help put water back into the ground. Well, and the good thing is the Cosumnes River is an amazing recharge vehicle.
Right.
So,
yeah, that leads right into my next question about the erosion of the roads and the potholes and the bridges. And is that a big hot topic?
that's a huge topic. It's the number one issue. I mean, there's three issues that are always on the minds of voters: roads, crime, homelessness.
Right.
And in Sacramento County, we have roughly $80 million would be the cost to keep the roads where they are.
Wow.
Slightly improve them, but more or less keep them from getting worse.
Where does that funding come from?
Well, that's the next point, is we only get about $30 million in funding that comes back from the gas tax and from the federal highway fund. And so we're at a deficit every year.
Right.
And then the last 3 years, the Board of Supervisors have voted to put an additional $20 million out of the general fund into roadways in order to try and keep up. This year we had a constrained budget, and so we couldn't commit to a full $20 million, but we did put in $10 million extra just to try and keep pace, because otherwise we start to backslide again.
Yeah.
But, you know, specifically in District 5, the way it's calculated is off of population and lane miles. And so when you're talking about 650 square acres, that's a lot of lane miles with, as you know, out here, not a lot of population.
But a lot of growth in Elk Grove.
A lot of growth in Elk Grove, and so Elk Grove gets its own funding. And so when you look at pavement, there's a thing called a PCI, Pavement Condition Index. Elk Grove's is in the low 70s. Sacramento County's generally unincorporated is in the low 40s. And so we're on the verge of failing roadways, and they have fairly nice streets.
Well, let's move into crime, fire protection, those issues.
Sure.
What can you tell us that's maybe unique to District 5?
Not enough.
Not enough crime? What?
No. Not enough protection.
Right.
Okay.
So we, with the sheriff's department, I think it's beat 6, if I'm correct, and it covers everything essentially from Rancho Murrieta down to the Delta. 2 vehicles.
Okay. 2 vehicles.
2 vehicles. And that's, basically if they're on a call, it could be upwards of an hour for them to get to the next need. So what that means is they just don't respond to a lot of, low-level stuff. Something got stolen out of my garage, et cetera.
Right.
So I've been working with the sheriff to try and get that, and especially down in the Delta, they felt kind of forgotten and overlooked for a long time. And what would happen is if you had a death, essentially the first responder, the fire department, would have to stay with that body until the sheriff or the coroner would show up, and sometimes that would be an hour, 2 hours. So it's a tremendous misuse of public resources. Then with respect to fire departments, you have Cosumnes Fire Department covers Elk Grove and Galt. Mm-hmm. And then you have Wilton, Herald, and I think there's 4 of them down in the Delta that are all volunteer fire agencies. Basically, the chief is the only one that draws a paycheck. And so, that's just very hard to keep up with the funding streams that comes off of property tax. And so, you just hope that a major fire doesn't break out.
Well, I'll have to give kudos to the fire department. We've had the fires break out here in our rural community, and they've been on it like within minutes, literally. So kudos to them.
Yeah.
What do you do with the huge wildfires? I mean, if there's a pretty significant wildfire, do you call on other communities to come in and help out, or?
Yeah, absolutely. So all the fire departments have what they call mutual aid. Okay. Cosumnes refers to it as just aid because there's not a lot mutual about it.
Yeah.
It's generally them providing the aid and
right, sure.
Helping out where they can. And then obviously if it's a big enough concern, you're going to get CAL FIRE involved. And so the state will deploy vehicles and crews. And then, you'll send overtime crews from other agencies.
We had some aircraft on it like within 10 minutes, which is
awesome.
Pretty amazing coming from an aviation background to get up in the air, the checklist, everything that's involved.
Do you fly, Pat?
I don't.
You're not a pilot?
No, I ride. I let someone else handle all the.
You enjoy the view?
That's right.
You're the smart guy in the
I'm
back.
the guy that just gets to stare out the window.
But we hear you do play tennis and golf.
Well, I play golf. I haven't played tennis for years, but I try and play golf.
What's your handicap?
My swing.
Oh,
Good answer. Is it okay if I use that answer? Okay, good.
do.
I need you to sign this.
I'm actually a 2 handicap, my swing and my clubs. So,
There you go. That's amazing.
There you go.
Speaking about recreation, they were talking about the zoo in Elk Grove, which we thought was a great idea
Yeah.
for all the people and the kids in the community. Zoos always is a great gathering place for kids and just for families to really get together and do things with, extended family.
Yeah.
What's going on with that? Is that just a dead deal or
DOA.
DOA, huh?
Yeah, it was an exciting proposal. Obviously, Elk Grove was excited about it. The Zoological Society was excited about it. City of Sacramento wasn't so excited about it because they were hoping to maintain it for them. But the bottom line is that the folks behind the zoo just couldn't tap into the private sector for philanthropic dollars in order to do their own fundraising.
Yeah.
I heard that they may revisit that, though. Is that true? Like in 5 years?
I hope they do, frankly. Yeah.
You think they'll ever put a hospital there next to Costco?
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been on the books for a long time. And when California North State University was looking at building a teaching hospital over on the very west end of
Oh,
town,
that'd be great.
that's when that sign went up from Mercy saying that this would be the site of Elk Grove's first hospital. But that's been, I think, approved, entitled, since 2007, 2008, something like
I
that.
thought
Yeah, I
there was
know
a
the sign's
teaching
been there a long
hospital
time.
or some kind of a university for medical recently started in Elk Grove. Am I misspeaking?
Yeah, not a full-blown hospital. No, there was California North State University, which has
Maybe
a
that's it.
college of medicine over
Okay.
on West Tarrant by I-5. They were going to build a hospital, but they didn't do, I think, they didn't do the due diligence to engender the opinion of the surrounding neighborhoods. And so people kind of came out against it, and it just was a little bit of 8 pounds of sugar in a 5-pound bag. And so now they're looking at building it up at the old Arco Arena site.
You're a county supervisor,
Yeah.
and I assume you work closely with the cities and municipalities within your district, and maybe even state government. I don't know how all that interacts and works, but I'm leading into the question of what are your political aspirations? Can we expect to see you in the White House someday?
No, sir. If nominated, I will not run, and if elected, I will not serve. Who
said that?
I don't know, but he was a wise man, that's for sure.
Yeah.
No, here's the thing. I am a local government official. I like being at the local level. I like affecting people's daily quality of life. I like getting stopped in the grocery store to talk about things that are of importance to people. I enjoy being in a nonpartisan office. I think most of us are probably shades of the middle, and that suits me just fine. And then the other thing is there's nothing about a 2-year term that appeals to me, so that rules out Congress and Assembly. And then, I just look at the headaches that happen at the federal level, and that's a mess I don't need to get involved in.
Yeah. Well, you were instrumental in the aviation flight school that's going in over at the airport.
Yeah.
Congratulations
Thank
to
you.
you. You can't have enough flight schools around.
Yeah.
There's going to be a pilot shortage, they keep saying.
Sure.
And it'll happen. But
Yeah.
the airlines are dying for pilots right now.
So I hear.
So anyway.
Ride the train.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, flying's much better.
Okay.
You take your train and I'll meet you in New York. That's what they always say.
Right.
Well, you know what? I'm interested in what kind of movies do you like? How do you recreate? Do you have a boat? Do you just like to go and play golf like you had mentioned? Tell us about you as a person. I mean, you seem like a really nice guy to us, but what do you do? I mean, you're doing all this stuff for the community. What do you do for yourself?
I understand you're also an auctioneer.
I am.
Can we hear a little bit of that?
Sure. So I am a graduate of the Western College of Auctioneering in Billings, Montana.
Nice.
The Tuesday afternoon class. And yeah, so I do pro bono auctioneering for a lot of nonprofits. It's one of my ways of giving back.
What would it sound like?
Well, it sounds a little something like this. All right, Betty bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it'll make my batter bitter. So she bought a bit of better butter, put it in her bitter batter, made her bitter batter bitter. So does better Betty bought a bit of better butter.
5 cents for Dan.
That's nice.
There we go. Sold.
Very nice. Yeah.
Very
You
good.
missed my bid, John.
A man of many talents. Well, Pat, we want to thank you so much for joining us today on
Absolutely.
John and Dan Unscripted.
Yeah,
It's
thank
been a
you
pleasure.
so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Would you stick around a little bit? We only have a couple little short things to do, but maybe you'd enjoy hanging with us and throwing in a little bit of your side of stuff for us.
Sure.
Okay, well,
John, it's your show.
it's my show. I thought it was
right.
John and Dan.
Well, you come first.
Oh, Dan.
I-
Okay,
do you
I got
have
a
a-
would you rather.
Okay, great. I love that segment.
I like it too.
Okay.
Okay, so you both answer this. You guys think
Okay.
about it. But
All right.
my question to you is:
There's no math involved, right?
no math, no math.
good.
Would you rather be able to run 100 miles per hour or fly at 20 miles per hour?
No, that's a no-brainer for me.
For you,
Yeah. Well, you like the train. I'd rather fly.
Fly all day long.
fly at 20.
Yep.
Okay, I would agree with you both. I would do the same.
As long as I have some coffee, I'm good. Give me a cup of coffee and I'm good
There you go. What do you got?
until
Dan?
we run out of gas. I got a would you rather, John?
Okay.
Would you rather not be able to taste or not be able to see colors? There's your options.
Ooh. Taste. Then I could eat some
Taste?
healthy foods I don't like right now, I guess.
What about you, Pat?
I'd have to go with not see colors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too. I enjoy food and
You guys aren't photographers then, right?
No.
Okay. See, there you go. I need my eyes for that.
yeah.
Yeah. Do Dan or Pat, do you have a would you rather you could pull out of the air?
Oh my gosh. No way.
Okay, that's
okay.
fine. That's fine.
I think it's joke time.
Tell me your joke, Dan.
What do you call an ant who fights crime?
I don't know.
God, I've never heard dead air from you before. That's amazing. A vigilante.
Sweet.
What do you got for me, John?
Well, where do pirates get their hooks?
From their arms.
That's a good try. But the answer is at secondhand shops.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Well, kindergarten jokes.
That's it for the show. Okay.
That's it, guys.
Whoa, I got one.
Oh, good,
Okay,
good.
good.
What do you get if you cross a dyslexic and an insomniac and an agnostic?
God, if I know.
Those are big words, John. John just doesn't understand big words.
Someone who stays up all night wondering if there really is a dog.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a good one.
Pat, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for being on the show. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you,
it.
Pat. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy day.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks.
And you guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you would do us a favor on the YouTube channel. You guys have a great day.
So long, all.
Take care.
John and Dan, unscripted and rare. They talk about life and everything under the sun. You never know where they'll go, it's always fun.